What better way to start our heart-to-hearts than with hope?
I'm not daydreaming, I swear.
Oh, hello there, Adam. Are you on duty today? I have the day off myself, so I was just tending to my flower beds. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Oh, nice. Do you like flowers, Adam? I sure do. I've never cared for flowers. What have flowers ever done for me? I like them as well. I brought these seeds from Earth. I was so happy to see them bloom all the way out here. Seeing beautiful flowers always fills my heart with hope. Heh, it's always odd to say that, but it's true. I think that if these flowers can thrive on this world, then surely we humans can. Sorry, I didn't intend to act so profound there. I'll be very happy if my flowers bring you joy, even if they don't have any deeper meaning. Wax poetic about the beauty of hope's Gerbera daisies. Say that hope was clever to grow medicinal flowers since they'll sell for a bundle. I think the whole pursuit of finances or wealth or something like that is not something she's interested in, as we just painfully learned from Ornella. So, yeah. You really do like flowers. You even know their names. I imagine you'll be busy with your blade work for a while, but when you have the time, would you like to plant some flowers here yourself? I'd be excited to see which varieties you choose. Aw, that's sweet. A flower child. Oops, zoom in, camera, thank you.
Keep it down.
Did the backwater peasants who raised you neglect to teach you basic manners? It's considered impolite to interrupt at tea time. You seem somewhat dubious that I am actually enjoying tea at the moment. Well, I assure you, this is a fine cup of Ceylon tea, or as fine as any knockoff manufactured here in New LA, at least. Ask to join murders for tea? Ask the murderers about the man she's with. I mean, I don't really know if any of that's my business, but I'll ask to join for tea. If you leave me alone, we can split a ration at some point down the road and call it dinner. Deal? We're in the middle of an important conversation, and it really can't be interrupted. Bye now. Ask the murderers what they're discussing. Ask the murderers if this is another of her evil schemes. Ask the murderers if you can get in on the action. I mean, I'm just gonna go with what I think she wants to hear the most, which I think appeal, perhaps. Yeah. Are you a hyena dressed as a man? I make the kill, yet you desire a share of the meat. You have to be careful about horning in on every money-making scheme you discover. It can be bad for your health. Go find your own money, and maybe some self-respect while you're at it. I don't wish to speak any more of this venture. We'll catch up in the administrative district once there are blade missions to discuss. Until then, goodbye. Jeez, goodbye. Tea for two. Rude. Hey, HB.
Huh?
Is that you, Adam? What brings you to this neck of the woods? As you can see, I've been inspecting the water purification plant. Water is every bit as vital here on Mira as it was back on Earth. Therefore, it must be rigorously supervised. Ask HB if he is a mediator. Point out that this is a job for Blade HQ. What idiocy is this? Have you lost your wits? And yet, I had a heart that just appeared above my head that said I liked that answer. I am a pathfinder through and through. And a quite famous one, I might add. Anyway, HQ is known to be short-handed at the moment. When capable citizens step up to assist with their workload, it benefits all of New LA. Is hammering in data probes a Pathfinder's only duty to New LA? No. The very notion reeks of indolence. If ever a citizen of New LA finds his talents needed, he must answer the call whenever and wherever it comes. When fellow citizens are in peril, do you not rush to their aid? Agree that HB's assertion is logically sound. Accept HB's reasoning, but express reservations. Refute HB's assertion. Again, what I think he wants to hear, or maybe not. I pride myself on being an excellent judge of character, and I see now how right I was about your command of objective reason and holistic wisdom. Oh, maybe he did like it. Oh. I am honored to have met someone capable of understanding my philosophy. Well, that concludes my inspection of this facility. I have some important business to attend to in the industrial district. I hope we can work together again soon. Ah, nice. Prideful man. And on the other side, we have Fog. You know what? I'm just gonna swim. I was gonna try and leapfrog across, but oh well. Hey, Fog. Oh, hello, Adam. I was just thinking about how much water is in this purification plant. It's a lot. My it's just fun. My brother really enjoys alcohol. Did you know that about him? I mean, ask Fog if he wants to make ice for Fry's drinks. Laugh and insist that you can drink Fry under the table. I mean, that might be something that Fry would respond to, but I don't think Fog would. Ah, see. No, this is a larger, much more serious problem. My brother has a birthday coming up, and I'd like to do something special for him. We're each other's only remaining family, after all, and this is his first birthday since we've reconciled. I was thinking it would make him really happy if I turned all this water into scotch. Wow, I think that would make a lot of people very happy for a little bit, and then a lot of people would not be so happy. But I understand how citizens of New LA might object to that idea, so I'm trying to consider alternates. Does anything come to mind? Suggest that Fog have Elle concoct a special alcohol. Propose the Fog invite everyone over for a party. I mean, I'm pretty sure this would be more in line with what yeah. That's a really good idea. I'm sure Elle could whip up a new type of alcohol that would really surprise Fry. Thank you for the idea. First you helped my brother and I reconcile, and now you're giving me good advice. I hope you will always be such a good friend to the Kristoff family. Aww. First of all, Min's fur brother. That's sweet. I always like the Fog affinity stuff. Okay, Alexa, heart to heart. Yep, I think we can do that. So we'll head on over there. Hey, Adam. I was just checking out your pup here. Can't believe how real it seems. It's warm and has bushy fur, and it feels really good to pet. And when you step on its tail, it barks and bites you. I hope you did that by accident. This is some incredible AI. Yep, real cutting-edge technology. It's almost in the same league as Skells. Oh, wait. What if we put this AI into Skells? Nip Alexa's absurd idea in the bud. Suggested Alexa take the idea to an arms manufacturer. Again, we're just going with what we think she would like to hear. Or not. Oh, maybe not. Wait, what? You actually like my idea? Well, hot damn, I'm glad someone does. I know Tika would just shoot it right down. When I suggested a while ago that we stop producing cars for New LA and focus on civilian skills instead, she actually slapped me in the face. And then she said she was saving the backhand return slap for my next stupid idea. It wasn't always like this. Back on Earth, I was just a normal military cadet studying behavioral sciences. Who'd have thought I'd become such a Skell fanatic? Tell Alexa that her past surprises you. Tell Alexa that you're proud she's come so far. I guess it has been a pretty long road, huh? I mean, there were Skells back on Earth, but I never had a chance to ride one. And I wasn't exactly diligent about staying on top of my combat training. That was back then, though. Since we arrived here, I've been working really hard at it. Mostly because of how badly I wanted to pilot a Skell. But that's a story for another day. Let's chat later. I want to tell you the rest of my background and also hear about what you did back on Earth. So, to be continued. Catch you later. Check you later. Yeah. Strike launcher. Nice. Early morning with HB. Good morning to you, Adam. I'm pleased to see you awake and hard at work at this earliest of hours. Were you just passing by? As you can see, I'm performing an inspection of the integrated production plant. Clarify whether or not HB is a mediator. Oh, I see. This is going to be a recurring thing, huh? Commend HB for doing Blade HQ's job. This is probably what he... No, he was supposed to like that. Truly, your powers of perception place you among Blade's elite. So he liked when I asked him about being a mediator before, so maybe I should. Because maybe deep down, secretly, that's kind of what he prefers to do. I heard that since the Xenoforms arrived here in NLA, the integrated production plant has been running at full capacity day and night. If any sort of trouble were to occur here, it would be a serious setback for Blade, the civilians of New LA, and the Xenoforms alike. It's when you're at your busiest that you're most likely to miss the early signs of trouble, so I figured the plant could benefit from a third-party inspection. And that is what brings me here today. Tell HB that the plant is in no immediate danger. Ask HB if there's anything you can do to help. I am grateful for your offer. However, your assistance is not needed at this time. I fear this inspection has been a waste of my own inconsiderable talents. The plant is well run, and the staff's most pressing problem is an abrupt 2,000% increase in pizza requests. And by deprioritizing lower demand items, the staff has managed to increase their pizza production without significant disruptions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must report my findings to HQ. I am pleased to see you faring well, but do not let complacency be your undoing. I hope we can work together again soon. Aw. Thoughtful man. There we go.
Hey, give me another.
Hey there, Adam. Let me tell you, I'm having one rough day over here. I drink and I drink, but I can't get drunk. It's like I built up an immunity to scotch, which is the most terrible thing I've ever heard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you like to drink, Adam? Maybe I'll try your poison and see if it works. Oh, geez. Well, I'm sure he's probably looking for something really, strong, so vodka, maybe? Sake? That could be good, too. Explain that you're still a minor so you wouldn't know. I don't think I am. Yeah, anyway. It's vodka. That's not a bad idea. Not bad at all. I didn't know you were a vodka man. Nice thing about vodka is that it's easy to get. That'll be important if I end up making a habit of it. I don't really like that I'm feeding his... So, hey, you know what? Talking to you just gave me a great idea. If I can't find a type of booze that'll get me properly hammered, I should just make one myself. Moonshine. White lightning. That's the ticket, alright. There's all sorts of weird fruits and grains and crap here on Mira that we didn't have back on Earth, right? Next time I'm off on an interceptor mission, I'll just gather up a bunch and see if I can ferment them into an entirely new type of drink. Man, I never thought I'd turn into one of those bathtub distiller types. But I guess sobriety's the mother of invention. It's not. Thanks for talking me through that. I owe you one. Still, I guess I better try the scotch one more time just to make sure it still ain't working. Then I'll start drawing out plans for the distillery. See you next time duty calls, alright? Okay, Fry. Midnight inspiration. I guess it was a good thing that we suggested that Fogg try to make a really strong type of scotch.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, hey, it's you. Something the matter? Huh? Why am I wearing the helmet? Isn't it obvious? It's comfy. Yeah, well, also it's raining, so I mean, I suppose that's a good reason too. I don't have to squint with the sunlight, and there's climate control inside the suit, so it stays at just the right temperature. Not to mention it looks cool. What more could you want? Admit that Liesl does rock the look. Question her aesthetic sense. Admit you find it cute. I don't know she like that, but she does rock the look. There you go. I know looks aren't everything, but as a test pilot, I'm kind of like a walking billboard for the product. I keep telling folks I should get paraded around in full gear, but for some reason they always shoot the idea down. Oh well, it isn't easy being on the bleeding edge of fashion. The rest of the world needs time to catch up. But once they do, all Skell pilots everywhere will be wearing this. Mark my words. I'm telling you, I believe in its potential 100%. You should try it yourself if you get the chance. Pleated weasels, heart to heart, weasel soup. Nice. Alright, Alexa. Hiya, Adam. Aren't VTOL aircraft incredible? You know Matthew the mechanic, right? He calls our VTOL transports V-Trancers. As you might expect, the name hasn't really caught on. When I think of airplanes, I still imagine the old school kind with propellers. My dad had a single prop airplane back on Earth. Every time he used to take me up in that thing, I'd spend the trip praying we didn't die in a crash. Kinda weird to think I'll never ride in it again. Ask Alexa why she hasn't brought up you-know-whats. Do I? Remind Alexa that at least she can ride in Skells now. Oh, that's why, cause she's obsessed. Duh, I forgot. Can't believe I forgot so quickly. She can ride in Skells now. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I guess I'll always have my Skell. Oh, I almost said it. Yikes. Tika said that if she has to listen to one more speech about you-know-whats, she's going to have the maintenance center dissect my brain. And even with that, I still can't stop thinking about running my fingers down the chassis of a you-know-what. What if Tika's right? Maybe my brain is broken. Anyway, I'm trying to prove that I can control my obsession and there's nothing wrong with me. But it's pretty hard. Praise Alexa for trying to focus on other things. Try to trick Alexa into saying the word Skell. I kind of want to, but I'll support her. Oh no! Okay. I think I get it now. I get it. She does. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was trying to talk about plain old aircraft. I mean, transports aren't so dissimilar from you-know-whats. They're impressive in their own way, right? Much less impressive, obviously, but they make for a nice change of pace. I mean, kinda. You know, standing here and talking about this stuff is really bumming me out. I think I'm gonna go take a little walk down in the administrative district, just to get some fresh air, mind you, not so I can look at any you-know-whats out of the corner of my eye. Complete Alexis. Meteor launcher. That's funny. Doug, you are up here. Let's go talk to you. Oh, sweet ride, too.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Adam. Check it out. I just bought a new car. Well, pretty nice, right? It sure is. Stare enviously at Doug's new ride. Ask Doug why he bought a car. Ask Doug if he'll use it on his Harrier missions. I know, right? And it wasn't as expensive as you might think. Graham owed me a favor, so he sold it to me way below cost. So what kind of car would you want to buy? Say a high-performance 2-passenger car, say a large sport utility vehicle, say a big bus that seats 40 with a huge wheel. What would Doug like? I don't know. I mean, that seems like a sports car to me, but I always pictured Doug more of as an SUV type person. Dang. I see you and I have a common hobby. You just can't fully appreciate the open road without a proper sports car. Only problem is that you gotta watch the speed limits around here. They come down especially hard on us blades, and the fines are usually a small fortune. It's kinda interesting how you can tell so much about someone's personality from the car they want to drive. I bet Lau used to drive an SUV. He probably used it to go camping with his family. I wish we still lived in a peaceful world like that, but I imagine we won't be back there for a long time. Well, at least I can still enjoy a brief drive during my breaks. Anyway, take care, Adam. Aw. Pastimes and pride. Nice. Oh, interesting.
Good
What is
taste.
happening here?
I like it.
Doing a little sightseeing, are we? Ask the murderess if she's instigating fights again. What's this guy doing up on the roof? Ask the murderess to help you break up the fight. Yeah. Your accusation, your accusation wounds me, sir. I don't start every fight in New LA, you know. I assure you, I am merely a bystander. Uh-huh. Agree that murderers may not be responsible. Insist that the combatants should resolve their problems with words instead of fists. Say this is too much of a coincidence to believe. I'm leaning towards 1 or 3 because based on her personality, she seems to kind of like, you know, when I basically point the finger at her, I guess. I don't know why. Maybe I'm way off on that, but at the same time, though, she also might like that I am gullible, you know? I don't know. Suspect. Okay. You truly are a suspicious person, aren't you? Or am I really that untrustworthy? Yeah, see, she likes being the untrustworthy person, so if you just reaffirm that belief, I don't know, for some reason she responds well to that. Actually, I suppose I am. I'm sure a man as observant as yourself has already realized, but I wagered more than a few credits on this fight. I'm hopeful that Igor here will be able to best Daniel. I'll grant you that it's hardly the Roman Colosseum, but a city with as little to offer as New LA needs these sorts of amusements. Anyway, it looks like the fight ended while we were talking. You pulled it off, Igor. That's 4,000 credits in my pocket. Well, I'm going home while I'm still ahead. I'll see you back at the administrative district. You our fight scrubs. Oh, goodness. Sheesh. Whoa,
Small
Hope.
world, huh?
Good evening, Adam. What a surprise to see you here. I'm actually waiting to meet someone. Ask Hope who she's waiting to meet. Say that you're sorry for arriving late. Oh. Maybe I'll apologize? Oh no, we had an appointment to meet today? Oh dear, I didn't see that on my schedule. It must have completely slipped my mind. I'm so terribly sorry. Yeah, maybe that was. You're lying, aren't you? Don't be a jerk. Oops, sorry. I honestly didn't know I was lying because I have such a bad memory myself that I. Anyway, I'm here to have a little fun with Ada. She's going to take me shopping for clothes and then maybe to pick up some fertilizer for my flowers. After that, she's promised to buy me dinner. Tell Hope to have a wonderful time. Ask Hope if she really thinks she'll be able to pull off all that shopping in one day. Ask Hope what she's having for dinner. Well, I'll encourage her. Thank you. I hope everything goes well and we have a lovely evening. Ada has promised that we'll be dining on the finest steak in New LA, so it would be rude of me not to try and thoroughly enjoy it. I will strive to be as uninhibited as I possibly can. That's Ada over there. I should be going. I look forward to working with you again soon. Aw, girls' night out. Nice, got the 3 hearts.
Small world, huh?
Good morning, Adam. To think I'd run into you here of all places. I've actually just completed a mission. Kindly ask Hope if the mission went well. Bluntly ask Hope how much she earned. That's an easy one. Oh, it was fine, thank you. It wasn't a very challenging task at all. I performed guard duty for someone doing early morning maintenance on the outer wall. Fortunately, we didn't encounter any indigents, and the work was completed without incident. I just stood there like a scarecrow the entire time, so I didn't even accept the reward. Once I've earned enough money to cover the next month's expenses, I decline additional rewards. Aww. Previously, I would only save an amount equal to a week's expenses, but Ornella convinced me to save more in case of emergencies. Yeah, I bet she did. I pursue missions to help others, not for material gain. And for that reason, I prefer to refuse rewards whenever possible. Laud Hope's selflessness. Persuade Hope to accept the rewards and save up a little bit of money. Tell Hope to honor the terms of her blade contract and take the money. No, I won't do that. Thank you for saying so. Honestly, I haven't met many people who approve of my stance on this matter. While it hasn't caused me to waver in my beliefs, it's always encouraging to have someone's support. As a gardener, I've always been fond of this quote. Money is like manure. It does no good unless you spread it around. And extra money just stinks. That's not actually part of the quote, but I think the spirit is there at least. Money can do wonderful things to help people, but only if you let it find its way to those who need it. Aw, that's a sweet thing to say. I'd encourage you to try doing a mission without accepting the reward. Needless to say, I'd be honored to be on your team when that happens. Aw. Giving it away. Well, it's probably never going to happen at home because I want those rewards. But... HB.
Let's see what you're capable of.
Ah, Adam, impeccable timing. Would you be so kind as to drag me out of here? Drag HB away? Flatly refuse HB's request? Your quick thinking never ceases to impress. Once again, I found myself being overzealously courted by a number of eager ladies. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but I'm most certainly not. You know, I'm starting to think that he just prefers me to, instead of placating him, even though he responds like he likes that, maybe I shouldn't placate him. I mean, again, he does see me as a rival, so I probably should have been doing that from the start, but had I been satisfied living the life of your everyday Joe Pathfinder, I suppose I could have avoided this. But alas, this is the price one must pay to be the elitist of the elite. But I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. As a fellow elite, you must struggle with this sort of thing yourself, yes? I imagine the good ladies of New LA must hound you relentlessly and without pause. You know what? Oh, I was gonna say, maybe I'll just agree to see if that... I don't know, I'm gonna deny, I don't know. I'm dreadfully sorry to hear that. What could the people of NLA possibly be thinking? After all, there are other perfectly desirable people here besides myself. Oh? Yes, well, I fear this is no time for a leisurely discussion. You must drag me out of here at once. Please feel free to use as much force as you're comfortable. HB, listen. Whoa. Just buy me dinner first. Good grief. Then it will be you whom the ladies blame for my abrupt departure, and not I. In this way, we can spare them a little bit of heartbreak, which is but the classy thing to do. I'll see that I make it up to you later. Jeez. The troubled man. Wait, what? Why did it automatically... That's weird. I don't know why it automatically went to the screen. Do I have to put him in my party for some reason? Let me just see what happens if I do that. Oh, maybe he... That's why, because he wanted me to... pull him away, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm gonna put murderers back in so I can keep racking up the affinity points here.
Hello?
All right.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, you showed up just at the right time. I've got something to ask you. Do you know about the coalition forces that preceded Blade? I hear each nation contributed their own hand-picked soldiers to form the ranks. You were in the military as well, I take it. Say that you were? Say you were a civilian? Say you don't know on account of your memory loss. I mean, that is true, but... I'm just gonna be honest. Memory loss. Right, I see. Well, considering your sterling record at Blade, I think it's safe to say in all likelihood you saw some active duty. Anyway, back on Earth, I got scouted for the Coalition Forces Skeleton Detachment and transferred out of the Luftwaffe. But then the government called for urgent skill development, ran out of test pilots, and so I fell into my new line of work. I got sent to Granada in a hurry, where the first skill I got to test was one that Alicia had designed. That was our humble beginning, and the rest is history. Ask about her and Alicia's early days together. Ask if she'd consider returning to the military. Let's ask her about that. I've heard that before coming to Granada, Alicia was working in weapon dev for the Indian government. But once Project Exodus went public, she decided she wanted to work for all of humanity. Big step up, right? That was about the time I joined Granada as well. The actual meeting was pretty much just chance. Ever since then, Alicia and I have been joined at the hip. And sure, it's been a bumpy road, but I've enjoyed every mile. And it looks like we can keep going. Alicia matters so much to me, and just so you know, you do too. Aw, Liesel. That's sweet. Thank you. And we got her at 5 hearts. Nice. Hey, Fry.
Hey!
Hey there, Adam. Pretty rare for us to meet on the job like this, eh? We were just talking weapon maintenance. As an interceptor, you never want to go up against an indigene with your weapon and armor in anything less than the flawless condition. Praise Fry for not charging in half-cocked. Ask Fry why he doesn't just use his fists. Oh, you're damn right we don't charge in half-cocked. We don't even charge in all. That's a good way to get yourself eaten by some toothy critter. I never half-ass things, I whole-ass things. There ain't no way a human can overpower some of these indigens, and if you can't outthink them, you got no shot at all. Hey, let me bend your ear for a bit, alright? When I was just a lad, my dad saw me treating my hunting rifle real rough and told me something. He said, no matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break down, it's only an anchor. After that, I made it a point to take real good care of all my gear. I even talked to mechanics like this one to make sure everything's in perfect condition. So then, what's your weapon look like these days? Admit that you're as bad as young Fry. Claim that you fastidiously maintain it yourself. Right? You know the score. I'd noticed the pristine condition of your weapon, but figured someone else had been helping you. Guess I misjudged you, Adam. Well, I ain't gonna stand for someone else having the best maintained weapon and blade. I'm heading home to do a little more touch-up work. Later. The ostrich's obsession. Nice. I've got an emergency. I need your honest opinion, alright? Here's the situation. Leash had some earth-grown tea leaves scrolled away, which I kind of mistook for coffee. Oh. That's my mistake, and I copped to it. But when I told her I put them through the percolator, she nearly tore my head off. That concludes the summary. Now, be honest. Am I the asshole? Oh, jeez, what is this, Reddit? Agree that Liesel is the asshole? Insist that Alicia is the asshole. I don't want to see that either of them are. So an impartial. I wanted to see if she would react positively to that, but so an impartial observer agrees. I just thought that coffee and black tea were basically the same, but I guess ignorance is no defense. Still, I have to find some way to mollify her, and fast. Sorry about the barrage of questions, but do you know of any foolproof means of achieving some form of absolution? Recommend she give Alicia something she likes? Recommend she prostrate herself before Alicia and beg for forgiveness for at least 5 days? Recommend she say nothing and simply give Alicia a good score? I think I'm gonna go with the present. Something she likes, huh? Well, that would be more black tea. She drinks tea every day at the same time. That's how much of a tea maniac she is. If I give her the wrong thing, or God forbid, tea bags, it'll be over. She'll hate me forever. What? You have a Xeno acquaintance who trades in rare goods? I see. They might be able to procure some tea leaves that would meet Alicia's frankly excessively stringent standards. Please introduce me. I'll pay whatever it takes, to them and to you. Aw. Liesel's words.
Damn it.
Get out of here, you filthy little furball. You ate all my goddamn jerky. Oh, don't be mad at the kitty. Why this is exactly why I hate cats. Oh, sorry if I was rude to your pet there. I'm just a dog person, you know? And say, if they can make mimeosomes of dogs, why not make one with the brains of a military dog? Slap some armor on it and let it explore Mira with us. Its sense of smell would be way better than ours, so it'd be perfect for chasing down prey. And unlike most of the worthless humans around here, it wouldn't go running away at the first sign of trouble. Well, what do you think? Yeah, I would worry about that. Agree that it would be fun to explore. Although that would be true too. Yeah. Ah, dang it, but he didn't like that. Right? Back on Earth, I had a foxhound. Fogg was afraid to even get near him, of course, but me and that dog were completely inseparable. That old boy is long gone now, but I'd sure love to take a dog hunting again one day. But you don't want to hear me get all sappy about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ask Daddy Vandam if I could take a dog with me on deployment. I'll probably figure out I've been drinking and dress me down good, but I'm going anyway. Wish me luck, Adam. Aw, man's best friend. Oh, goodness. Out of the way. Gotta get to HB. Oh, what the heck? Also, was something sticking out of the floor or ground there? Or what the heck is this? Clip, clip, clop. Do you hear that? The footsteps? Is that death creeping up behind you? Or are they your own steps as you ascend the gallows? What the heck is going on here? I was just looking for a heart-to-heart. Either way, each step brings you closer to your own end. The end begins. Good morning, good morning. What in the hell? Ask who the person is and what they want. Tell the person you're hanging up. Oh, they're on the phone. I thought it was I thought it was that little thing talking to me. I am the Blood Lobster, a dead man who crawled his way free from the deepest, blackest pit of hell. But today, I am also your guardian angel. But first, a game. Do you see that toy in front of you? Pick it up and throw it as far as you can. Hurry now. And if you don't, boom! Yeah. It's true, it's true. Listen to its heart if you don't believe me. Clip, clip, clop. Do you hear that? The footsteps? Is that death creeping up behind you, or are they your own steps as you ascend the gallows? Take the toy and hurl it as far as you can. Pick up the toy and listen for any strange sounds. I think I'm gonna do that. Just, oh boy. What the hell? I am the Blood Lobster, Grim Reaper of New LA. You owe your life to me. Humans, Xenos, none of it matters. This rotten ark and everyone on it will end in a wall of fire and pain. No one gets out alive. Do you hear those little heartbeats? I've left 100 of these adorable little presents all around the city. And you're the only one who knows, but if you tell another soul, boom. Uh-oh, I hear Death's footsteps getting closer. I'd start running if you hope to beat me to the bang. Are you kidding? What happened? What is this? Whoa, oh my god. It's planted explosive. It's recommended level 60. Safely recover the stuffed lobsters at 99. What is this? What? As long as you're you, Adam, the countdown will not stop. Now run and suffer, dance to the mad tune of your own inexorable failure. Kya ha ha ha. What is this? Ah, I almost forgot to mention something important. I left some of my feisty little babies in places that can only be reached with a skell. If you don't have one yet, it's time to pull up those grown-up pants and get clearance from that idiot commander of yours. That's all for now. The next thing you hear from me will be boom! Yeah! Don't keep my little babies waiting. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh my god, what the hell? So this isn't, like, timed. I can go ahead and keep going about my business, right? Because, what? Oh my god, yay. Anyway, HB. HB in early morning. Man, what the heck was that about? Alright, let's get HB here. Oh, one-handed push-ups, huh? Adam, what are you doing here?
Lovely.
Damn it all, I can't believe you discovered my secret training regimen. I worked so hard to conceal it from my rivals. But I suppose there's nothing to be done about it now, so go ahead and make it your own. Steal all of my ideas. I will find a new and better way to stay ahead of you. But while we're on the subject, what do you consider to be the secret to success? Say that luck is the key factor, say that one's ability is the key factor, say that an indomitable spirit is the key factor. I'm sure you'd probably go with maybe this? Yeah, there we go. For once, you and I are of the same mind. Luck may bring victory, but only a fleeting one. Ability, at sufficient levels, brings not only the possibility of success, but the near certainty of it. Success comes unbidden to the skilled. It is acquiring and increasing its it is acquiring and increasing those skills that poses the challenge. And that is why I developed my training regimen. I do not see NLA as a place for rest and relaxation, but rather as a forge upon which to temper my skills. After all, it seems that my rival is honing his own skills at an alarming rate. Therefore, I must work all the harder to compensate. And now that I have spilled forth my secret, tell me, what is yours? Say that stuff just happens. It's nothing special. Say that the credit belongs to Elma. Claim that your success comes from finishing a great number of missions. Sure. I see. By completing a wide variety of assignments, you've gathered valuable experience. I certainly have forgotten how effortlessly you completed the mission that I pushed onto you when we first met. Well, you certainly haven't forgotten, yeah. Perhaps I merely needed more experience to bring out the strength that lies within me. Your advice is appreciated. It seems I have outgrown my special training regimen. From now on, I will accept more missions in order to keep pace with my rival. I will begin by engaging in 10 assignments simultaneously, then work my way up from there. Farewell for now. Completed, Diligent Man, yeah. Hey, HB. Huh? Adam? I can't believe I let you see me like this. You of all people, this is so humiliating. Playing with the dog, oh jeez. I was just performing my secret training regimen when this dog happened by. But this is the first time I've ever stopped to pet a dog, I swear. Smile and thank HB for being kind to your pet. Remind HB that New LA is supposed to be his forge. Again, I don't want to taunt him, but I think that's what he responds to. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. You know what? I'm just going to grin. Okay, good. What? This animal belongs to you? Well, it all makes sense now. That explains why it would appear just in time to interrupt my training regimen. They say that dogs resemble their owners. Now I see just how true that is. What? Nevertheless, I feel I must discuss a comment I made when last we spoke. Before, I said that I do not see New LA as a place for rest and relaxation, but instead as a forge upon which to temper my skills. I may have been mistaken. I realized that just now as I was petting this dog, yeah. While I'm in New LA, pursuing my secret training regimen is, of course, incredibly important. But reminding myself of our struggle's ultimate point is also important, perhaps even more so. Otherwise, no matter how strong my sense of purpose, I could lose sight of what I'm fighting for. Our goal as Blades is not just to fight for this world, but to live in happiness upon it. There you go. Yeah. Agree with him and talk. No, I'm not gonna mock him for taking that one. Yes, I am truly grateful that I met this dog. And to a lesser extent to you. Thanks. Thanks, HB. Jeez. Alright.
Listen.
Hi, you. Just the person I was hoping to see. So, for my Earth culture research, I commissioned someone to salvage some data from a piece of the life world for me. And in that data, I found an absolutely fascinating concept. A little thing you call a novel. Isn't it just so creative? I mean, fabricated stories read for entertainment. What kind of mad genius came up with that? Anyway, I thought of reading one for myself, but there's just so much more data than I thought possible. They're all categorized based on something called genre. Say, which genre do you like best? Ooh, well, you know I like sci-fi. Recommend a thriller, propose she begin her foray with a hard-boiled page-turner. Mentioned that she could start with a few young adult novels. I mean, she'd probably enjoy that more, but if I'm being honest, sci-fi. A science fiction novel, According to the data, that's a work of fiction of relative complexity depicting advanced technology, space travel, extraterrestrial life, etc. Yes, I see. How interesting. No, hang on. Am I reading this right? That doesn't sound very original at all. Wouldn't that fall under contemporary writing? Though I suppose it's not the case for humans, is it? This might be a good way to see the universe from your eyes. Well, in any case, thank you for the advice. I can see I've got a long road ahead of me. Aw. Earthology. Nice. Alright, well. That's going to do it for this half episode of Heart to Hearts. hey, if you watched through the whole thing, man, I really appreciate it. Even if it's just leaving it on in the background and doing whatever, that's perfectly fine. If not, that's also perfectly fine. Just basically an hour straight of me reading dialogue. But anyway, back to regular episodes starting on Friday. So anyway, thank you so much again for watching if you did, and yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.